So as you're aware, I am probably in full on I don't give a crap mode about this. So I'm just gonna go in and paint the sky blue. And again, like, really don't. No cares given. Because I already know that whatever I do isn't going to turn out like I want it to. I already know the color's going to streak. It's going to be inconsistent as crap. And I'm going to hate it. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Full on, I don't even care. Don't care. Because it sucks. I don't like the color. And I'm not going to paint it like 5 million times and it still come out crappy. And inconsistent. And yeah. And I know I could probably go in with a thinner brush. But again, I don't care at this point. I feel like me and watercolors don't get along. We don't get along. We're not friends. I can't even be frenemies with it. Oh, darn it. What did I do over here? Yeah, I got some orange down here. Can you see that? Don't care. Some of the orange bled. Do you know why the orange bled? No. That's not why. It bled because the stupid paint is done. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just painting. I'm trying to finish it. I'm only finishing it because I feel like I started it. And I'm like, you know, I've spent time on this. And even though I hate it, I feel like this weird obligation to like complete it. Even if I hate it, because I told myself that it doesn't matter if I like it or I hate it or whatever. If I start a project, I'm not going to abandon it halfway through. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to finish it. And I'm going to torture myself if I have to complete something. Because I am one of those people who will be like, oh, I don't like it, and then just let it sit, and then 5 years later go back and be like, why do I have a little girl's dress here that I never finished and will never fit my daughter in my sewing stuff? Oh, that's right, because I didn't like how it was going and I just decided to abandon the project. Yeah. So no abandoning projects anymore. That's part of my goals, is to be like, nope, I'm not going to abandon it. I'm just going to finish it. And even if I hate it, at least I had the gumption? I don't know, what's the word that you guys would use? The staying power to complete it? I don't know. But I'm not leaving any UFOs. UFOs meaning unfinished objects. UFOs. We all have UFOs in our life. Unfinished things. And I think it's better to just finish something. Finished is better than perfect. Learn whatever you have to do by finishing it. And if what you learn is that this was not enjoyable and you never want to do it again, then that's okay too. And right now, what I have learned is watercolors are not for me. I don't like them. I'm going back to my acrylic paints, where I can reasonably predict what's going to happen. Learn some skills, and maybe someday I'll come back to watercolor and actually like use like the correct stuff. Because I am also fully aware that I am not using the correct stuff. Like watercolor isn't supposed to be on like canvas. You're supposed to have like paper, like that special paper. And so it blends and it's smooth, and when you do things wrong, maybe the outcome isn't great. Yeah. Maybe it's not you. Maybe it's your supplies. Maybe I just need to keep telling myself that. It's not you. It's your dollar store supplies. And you trying to do stuff with the wrong supplies. And maybe if you had the right supplies, you could be epic. Or not. And yeah, maybe it would still turn out just as horrible. But I'm going to complete it. And I promise not to cover it in sand. Hey, at least the sand painting was done, right? Right. It's completed. It's completed. I promise this one will not be covered in sand. I will actually finish painting it. I will torture myself through it. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I know I've got a brush somewhere I can do that. There we go. See, I'm not intentionally making it bad. I am trying to actually, like, paint it. May not look great, but I'm not intentionally doing it badly. But I just honestly don't like the watercolors. This is not something I would ever do ever again. And when I say ever again, I mean with these supplies. Like, I think I might at some point try watercolors correctly. I am repeating myself as I do this. I don't even know if I'm on camera. And I feel like maybe if I knew what I was doing, it wouldn't be quite as bad. Like, some of this is probably lack of skill, obviously. But, and I guess, how do you get the skill unless you actually, like, do it? So, I mean, there's that. I mean, I've got to keep going and live through the ugly moments. Where I'm like making ugly stuff too. Things I'm not proud of. Things that I don't like. Right? Because I can just delete this all if I really wanted to. I could. But I'm like, no. I'm going to show you guys me failing. Because I think we all fail at times. And sometimes we fail to just live up to our own standards and expectations. And that's okay. And when we're learning a new hobby, maybe we need to just be like, hey, I expect to have some failures because I don't know what I'm doing. And too many people in this world put out only their successes. We advertise our successes, and we forget to advertise our failures. But failure is absolutely a part of life. Every single one of us has burnt a dinner. Hell, most of us have burnt toast. Oh, don't pretend you've never burnt toast. I know for a fact you've taken out a butter knife and scraped your bread. Everybody has. At some point in time, you've burnt your toast. And you got out your butter knife and you scraped the darn thing off. All the burn parts. Right? Like everybody does that, right? Some point in your life, you've been down to the last piece of bread and burnt it. Tell me I'm not the only one. But again, just because you burnt toast once doesn't mean you'll never make toast again. I'm trying not to be a Debbie Downer. That's hard for me. I think I'm much more critical on myself than I am on other people, which is probably a trait that's very well served me. The fact that I have been very hard on myself. And I will definitely give other people way, way more grace than I will give myself. But at the same time, I am looking at this picture and going, oh no, this is really horrible. This is not just you're being hard on yourself. Oh no, this is literally, legitimately, like, awful. Like, what the hell is this? Why is this all... like, way dark? What are you doing here? What was your plan? It's just the way it smooths is weird. I know that. I don't care. Moving on. I'm never going to finish it. I will never finish this. I will keep painting like 100 times because I'll be like, this is awful. But I honestly don't think anything I do will make it less awful at this point. It's just, it's got to be this way. It's got to be awful. It's not getting any better. I don't like the orange. I think they're very garish. I don't like how the paints are pooling on the canvas and making dots. I definitely don't like the dragonflies. Where's that other brush? Let me try this one. Why is it kind of black there? What the heck did I do? I give up. I keep saying that. I give up. I give up. I'm finishing it. I'm finishing it. Oh no, I got some purple on my brush. You're not supposed to be purple over here. We're not doing purple sky. We're supposed to be doing blue sky. Bad dragonfly for bleeding. Once I paint the sky, I'm taking this and putting it away somewhere where I don't have to look at it for like a year. And maybe in a year I'll come back and I'll look at it and be like, okay, let's redo this. Not this, but you know, like a similar watercolor project. Because right now, I am like, no, I don't want to ever do this again. This was a waste of my my $3. Because when it all comes down to it, this is like a $3 painting. So there's that. Because I paid 25 cents for these paints, $1.25 for this, and $1.25 for this. So if I think about it in that terms, you know, this was $3 worth of learning. And then it doesn't feel as bad. I'm like, I have to remember, I did buy the cheapest supplies so that my learning cost would be less. Because I think that when you start a new hobby, you shouldn't go in full bore. But I also think that going too cheap can make you hate a hobby. Because at this point, if I were to just have bought watercolors and a pre-printed canvas like this and been like, I'm going to learn to paint, oh my goodness, this would be a quit hobby real quick. Real quick, I would have quit it. And I think that the fact that I chose to go with acrylics was a much better choice. Because acrylics, you at least have some control. And because you can mix colors ahead of time. And when you put them on the canvas, like, you kind of can know, you know how they're gonna dry. I mean, for the most part, you know? I mean, they might dry a little more translucent and stuff like that. And I think also if I had just went to Walmart, that would have saved me a lot of headache. I think buying the right cheap paint would save you a lot of headache. Because I think the Dollar Tree white is horrible. And I did that white test thing. So you guys can go back and look at what I'm talking about. But if I had to start over again... Oh, that's where the black is coming from. It's coming off that brush. Somehow, I did not clean it well enough at some point. And there is some black smuts coming off of it. That's interesting. And by interesting, I mean not great to be happening. Okay. Glad we clarified that. I'm gonna get up. I gotta get in there with that little one. Dink, dink. There we go. And I'm not even using my littlest brush because at this point I'm like, I don't care. I have a littler brush. I could be sitting here, you know, being really super nice and not spreading any of the paint. But at this point, I'm like, I don't care. I'm almost done. And I'm just going to get it done. And this is absolutely the worst painting I have done. And... please do not say in the comments how great this is. and how you like it and all of this. Because you guys will really hurt my feelings if you fucking do. Oh my God, I just cussed again. This painting's making me cuss. It's this painting. But I'm serious. If y'all sit there in the comments and be like, oh my God, another masterpiece, I am going to cry. Because then I'll know that everything else you guys have been saying to me is total BS. Because this is awful. Completely freaking awful. This is absolutely hideous. And I hate it. It's not good. Nobody tell me that they like this. I want you guys to all say in the comments how much this is awful. Please, please, please. Don't tell me that you like it. I will cry. If anybody likes this thing. Because this is hideous. And why am I doing this? Because it's so freaking streaky and inconsistent. I'm trying to make it look like it's on purpose that it's streaky and inconsistent. Okay? That's what I'm doing. By making all of these weird stripes. Like, I meant to do that. And how is it? Absolutely hideous. That is hideous. It is hideous. Absolutely hideous. It's a little too dark up here. It's still a little too dark here. A little too dark here, but I just took away all the paint. So I'm going to try and steal some paint from up there. Maybe I'll steal some from up here. I don't know what I'm doing. It doesn't look good. This looks... Okay. Tell me you hate it in the comments. Please, please, because this is hideous. I hope this makes you dizzy too. This is absolutely the worst painting ever. And we're going to move on. We're going to do something else. It's going to be great because this is not. Okay, bye.